Yes, I made a theme song so that I can talk about all my favorite shows. Oh yeah! And this is just your disclaimer that this is not me talking about any of the actors themselves, but more so their characters. Please do not attack me in the comments. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion, even those who disagree with me. But let's keep it friendly. All right, let's get started with the show. So since it's spooky season, I thought that it'd be fun to talk about some of my scariest, or the episodes that I find the scariest from SpongeBob. Starting at number 1.
I've come for your pickle.
In this episode, the dilemma is that everybody thinks SpongeBob is a scaredy pants, which is literally the name of the episode. SpongeBob gets with Patrick and they hatch a plan for SpongeBob to finally be the one to be scaring other people. And can I just go on record by saying that he always has the worst ideas and the worst approach? And low-key, I always feel like he's jealous of SpongeBob, but that's for a whole nother video.
Look, it's the haunted mattress.
So with the help of Patrick, he gets inspired to turn himself into a ghost.
What's the difference between that ghost and me?
No, wait, don't tell me. Don't tell me! Don't tell me! I can do this! Don't tell me!
As usual, Patrick is always his downfall, and he tells him to shave him round like the ghost. He's literally pointing to it, and this is how he comes out looking. They go trick-or-treating with SpongeBob's new look, and they don't even care about the candy. They just care about trying to scare somebody. So then they get to their real plan. They want to pull off this ultimate scare at Mr. Krabs' party. Suddenly, the real Flying Dutchman appears, and it's pretty clear to everybody that the games are over. Honestly, I really can't blame him, because when I was a kid, I was scared of the Flying Dutchman too. Flying Dutchman was actually cracking me up because he was giving SpongeBob this whole comparison about how everything in the world pretty much is scary except for him. But that's not even what scared me. That's not what scared me about this episode.
Good work, Patrick. I scared everybody.
Yeah, I guess it was your pink hat.
Pink hat? Oh, that's not a hat. That's my brain.
Oh.
That is the scariest part about it. When he turns to him and says, "That's not a hat, that's my brain." And I'm like, but hold on. Why did Patrick run away when he's the one that shaved him down like that? Why is he running? Anyways, so we're talking about the graveyard shift.
Here, please hit me as hard as you can.
Working in the kitchen. At night.
Don't hold back.
I always assume that people have seen this episode, or that people just have seen SpongeBob in general, and I'm always shocked that they have not witnessed the masterpiece that was this episode. Squidward and SpongeBob are stuck at the Krusty Krab because Mr. Krabs pretty much sees a money opportunity to keep the Krusty Krab open 24 hours. And it's just like a series of events where Squidward is trying to scare SpongeBob by telling him this story, and then eventually they start to believe it. So now that I pretty much explained what the episode is about, let me just show you some key moments that freaked me out.
But I thought you liked the night shift. So you're not afraid? It would ruin the night shift for you.
It's a lot of moments in this episode that are pretty scary to me. Well, they were to me as a kid, but like it's just something about the way Squidward kept curling up his smile and like the way he was talking and things. It just creeped me out. But the episode is still in true SpongeBob fashion, where like the humor is dry and it's just hilarious. So like they still found ways to make it funny.
Singing, the trash singing, mash, flinging, the flash springing, ringing, the crash.
Used to be a fry cook, just like you. Only clumsier.
He forgot the secret sauce?
No.
He didn't wash his hands?
No.
Irregular portions?
No! Man off. Next.
Dude, can I have some ketchup?
Oh, here you go. Next.
Squidward tells SpongeBob that everything he said was pretty much fake, but suddenly things start happening that make it seem like maybe the story wasn't as made up. This part always cracks me up because me personally, I'm the exact same way. Like if I want something, I really don't care about what time it is. Like I will eat ice cream at 9 o'clock in the morning, and I know what you're gonna say. Oh, that's crazy. I don't care. The food don't know what time it is. This scene really got me because Squidward gonna sit up here and say, "Oh, the walls will ooze green slime. They always do that." Why are they oozing green slime? What the heck? Someone who resembles the hash slinging slasher gets off of the bus, and Squidward immediately thinks that it's the real hash slinging slasher. But this is the part that gets me the most. It always cracks me up.
At last you understand. We're
that's not it. I am just so touched that you would go to the trouble to dress up as a ghostly fry cook and stand on the other side of the street just to entertain me.
I make references to that all the time and nobody ever understands what I'm talking about. And then listen to what SpongeBob says in this next scene. He's saying, get away from me. He's gonna flip me. That wasn't even part of the story. That's not the fear. The fear is that he's walking around. He cut off his own hand. There are a lot of things that don't really add up about this though to me. Like for one, he comes in saying that he's applying for a job position or whatever. What job position? When is Mr. Krabs willing to hire anybody else or pay anybody else for that matter? Like that doesn't even sound right. Two, why is Squidward scared of the Hashling Slasher when he's the one that made up the story in the first place? He knows it doesn't exist. And three, who the hell is Nosferatu and why did everybody automatically know exactly who that was? So I looked it up. Nosferatu was like almost like there's a lot of correlation between him and Dracula. It was a silent German film about this guy who preys on the wife of his estate agent. Maybe someone can add some context. Why was this in SpongeBob? Let's talk about Ghost Host. Ghost Host premiered in season 4. In this episode, we got the Flying Dutchman and his ship breaks down. When thinking about scary moments from this episode, this scene comes to mind. Squidward tells SpongeBob that he doesn't believe in ghosts.
She's not gonna hurt you. I love me a good snail.
This is around the time where like the episodes in SpongeBob started to get a lot more graphic. Whoever was in the animation room, I know they were just having so much fun with this episode. Since the Flying Dutchman is out of commission, he's basically just scaring SpongeBob left and right. It's the fact that SpongeBob is laying in bed like this and Gary could see him over there asleep. Because all of his pranks and gags are happening every 5 seconds, SpongeBob is slowly starting to become less and less scared of him. And the thing is, I talk about mental health a lot on my channel, and like, it's funny how this kind of made me think about a great example for what narcissistic supply is. Because the Flying Dutchman is getting some sort of like pleasure off of scaring the crap out of SpongeBob every 5 minutes. But as soon as SpongeBob shows that he's less interested and not as fazed by all the constant pranks and everything, he feels like he has to up the ante. Now he has to go out of his way to do things and be over the top to get some kind of reaction out of him. I never thought this would take this turn, but it's actually a great way to explain what narcissistic supply is.
Aren't you freaking out, lad?
Well, you've been here a while, and, I've seen all your tricks.
What are you trying to say?
This is actually crazy because then he starts gaslighting him. No, like everything he's doing at this point obviously makes him one of the worst house guests since Squidward. But he is making it seem like, you know, it's some deeper issue that's going on that's causing him to act the way he's acting. And, you know, he needs to scare people for some like sentimental reason.
Oh, what do you think?
6 months of mooching later.
The power within! Yeah! That's beautiful!
So their next plan is to get together and try to scare Squidward because remember earlier he was saying he doesn't believe in ghosts. And I'm not gonna lie, as a kid, this scene did kind of freak me out.
Call me then. Why don't you call me? Why don't you call me? I heard you don't believe in ghosts.
Obviously, I'm an adult now, so this episode doesn't scare me, but you have to admit how amazing it was visually. But the part that gets me is at the end of the episode, where he admits that his ship was fixed 3 months ago. So like I said, he just been mooching. Anyways, happy spooky season.
Ooh, scary.